everybody. Welcome to a monthly reset video. To over-explain, as I am the absolute best at doing, I usually do like a week in my life where I'll include some reset things in there like at the beginning / end of every month. But I asked you guys back in my, I think it was my reading journal video, if you guys wanted to see kind of like my own reset video every single month. So we're testing it out this month for February. I feel like I'm being a little festive with my little pink set that I have on. I'm going to take you guys through my reset and like my reading journal reset, my Notion reset, and all of the things that I kind of do to prepare for a new month, content-wise, life-wise, all of that stuff if you guys are interested in it. So yeah, basically I'm going to take you guys through my Notion reading journal, setting up TBRs, you know, like all of the content, like how I plan all of that stuff out and everything if you guys care. I just got back from the gym and I made myself some breakfast. I'm still eating my yogurt and I'm actually about to start editing the podcast. I actually have a really busy day today, but I figured in these like awkward time moments I would start on some of my reset because today's actually the first, and usually I have this done, but this week was a wacky week. It was my birthday week, so it was just kind of all over the place. But right now I'm trying to transport things over into my hard drive and they're taking a long time, so I figured literally while I have to do this, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some of the reset stuff with you guys. So the very first thing that I love to do and that I need to do is my Notion setup. Okay, so taking you guys through my Notion, my most used pages are all things books. So this is where I have my 2024 books, reading goals, and then these are my reads, and then like monthly reads. This is where I do the kind of page where I write down some thoughts. This is where my TBR sits at. I was pretty diligent this month about keeping up with my Goodreads log. Honestly, every single day, part of my morning routine is to go onto Notion and kind of like fill out the updates that I need to do. So all of this is up to date except for the pages. So I actually added some fun things in here. I love seeing color, so that's why we have the ratings right here, but I love analytics. So we have page count and we have rating average. So I have the ratings, and down here you'll see that it averages out the like spaces that are filled in with the numbers. So right now my average rating is sitting at a 3.7. That's like my average star rating that I'm giving books. And then I also have down here it calculating how many books I've read. I mean, I really got it set up for myself. I'm also calculating the number of pages that I read. I don't know. I feel like that's data that some people like to hear and that I just think is interesting to look at. I actually need to go on Goodreads and fill out these last few books and figure those out. But first, let's head to the 24 books for 2024 and check if I read any of these this month. I did read House of Flame and Shadow. So that's great. Okay, let's look over at our reading goals. I didn't read any classics this month, unfortunately. Read 10 memoirs. I think I read one memoir last month. I think only one, because I didn't end up finishing the Viola Davis memoir because my Spotify put me in Spotify jail. So we are sitting at 18 books because 2 of them were DNFs. Honestly, I had a really good reading month. I don't know what happened. I think part of me, like, I didn't do a set TBR. I did do a TBR down here, which we can look at actually and see how much of it I read. Okay, did House of Flame and Shadow. That's it. But honestly, I put down 13 books and I didn't read 5 of them. I don't know what that average is. Editing Destiny will tell you guys the average of that. I don't know. I think I did contribute my reading month being good to like, I took basically kind of like a 2-month hiatus from reading like I had been doing, and that's why when I made my book tips video that I just made last month that you guys should go watch, I swear giving yourself time to just let yourself just kind of step back and get out of the book slump will help. So some of the things that I need to do, I need to fill in these page counts. I need to set up my February TBR, which I actually already did. My February TBR is posted. I already have the books sitting there that they're going to be read. I actually always separate my TBR, so I do the like set TBR for February and then like stuff like books that I personally want to get to in February. So we're going to do that with all things books. Right here you'll see the habits page, and so you'll see January right here. I was on top of it, as you will see. Look, let's expand this page. So every month I make a mood board. So I also go on Pinterest, I think about what I want my month to look like, and I make a mood board of what I want it to look like. And then I make this table and have all of the good habits that I want to keep track of. And it's actually funny because I read Atomic Habits like the first of the month, and one of the tips was to like track your habits to keep yourself accountable, because like if you were tracking your habits yourself, like personally, only you're seeing them, so you have to hold yourself accountable. Like you have to track that you did or didn't do it, something that you wanted to do that day, if that makes any sense. So yeah, here are all of the things that I track. I fill out the entire month. Like I said, every morning I sit down and I kind of fill out my Notion as I get ready for the gym. That's the other thing that I kind of always update. And then I was also keeping track of my YouTube. So these are all of the uploads. So this is kind of, I like showing this because I show in my 2024 reset video, like the big reset, like this is what my Notion looks like. But I kind of like this to show you guys, like this is it as I'm filling it out. Like this is like how my brain works. Scary place, but you know. So this is all, I think, yeah, these are all of the uploads I did in January. So it looks like I did, let's calculate, 11 videos. Did 11 videos in January, which is pretty good. Like honestly, I always say like I would like to have 10 videos a month. Like I would like to in a perfect world. I definitely feel like the weekly vlogs that I post on Sunday really help solidify 4 of those at least. So I really like that. This is where my monthly video ideas live that I don't show you guys. Also, I always try to like kind of check in with my 2024 goals page, because I like to kind of make sure like where am I at on this, like what I did for goals. I know that I'm actually doing a few of them that I'm pretty proud of myself. Is that one, I said I don't want to scroll on socials until like the earliest that I would allow myself to do it is 10 a.m. but I like to see how long I can do it, because like if you're like, okay, yeah, 10 a.m. and then one day you may like wait till like 11 and then you may wait till 12, and I feel like you slowly start to realize that like you don't need to like rely on checking socials. Like you can do other productive things with your time. I feel like, no, I have been doing that. Like I have not been going on socials until like 10 a.m. is the earliest that I will go on socials. I have not been checking them, and I've been trying to also like as I work and stuff, because I also read this in Atomic Habits, but like if you know that your phone is a distraction, like go put it away. And like I'll do that. I'll do where like I have no notifications on, do not disturb. My phone's always on do not disturb. Kind of bad. I basically will put my phone up and I'll be like no distractions, like at least for 40 minutes, and then I'll be like, okay, for at least an hour I'm gonna put my phone up and not go on it. I've been doing good about that. Also cleaning my room. If you're somebody that watches my vlogs and stuff, I definitely am like a messy person. Like it's like I will put stuff somewhere and then I'll be like, okay, later I'll go pick it up, but then I don't go pick it up. Right now my room's kind of in shambles because this week has been a whirlwind, truly. But my biggest problem was that I would just let everything get so bad, and then I would do like the big like, let's get my life together and clean my room, and it was like terrible. Like I would just let stuff, like I wouldn't hang up clothes, I would just throw them on the floor. I would keep dishes and stuff up in my room, and now like when I finish this, I immediately go downstairs and put it up. Like I immediately go downstairs, wash the dish, put it up, like that way it's gone. And I've also been putting laundry away as it's done. Like I've been picking up my room, making my bed. Like I've been doing all of that. Again, it's not made right now. Just listen, today is not that day. But I have been very diligent about that, and I'm proud of myself for that. So with this, I'm going to fill out the other pages, and then I'm going to fill out the TBR. I'm going to make my mood board. I'm going to do the goals page, and then I'm going to hop back on here and show you guys what that looks like. So I'll see you in a sec. Oh no. Hello guys. It is literally forever later. It's 8:30 right now. So we're going to be doing a few things. I'm going to be showing you guys what I did to my Notion first and foremost. Then I'm going to plan out some content, kind of show you guys the thought process and stuff of that. And then I'm going to do my reading journal and stuff. Okay, welcome back. Also, I think Notion updated and started doing this. Charlie's running to her bed with her bestie. They're so cute. It's like that lamb. Here, oh no, Chars. Anyway, so I don't know. I think Notion like updated this and started doing it, but like now it almost like senses, maybe through time zones, the morning like super early, like at 4 or 5, and I go on Notion, it is like dark, and then throughout the day it is the white screen. So I don't know. I don't love the way that this looks. I love when the Notion has the white background. Going back into the YouTube page again, now we're gonna fill this out. We have Feb TBR, and then I'm gonna do February. What's today's date? Click that. Boom, boom, there it is. There's nothing really much else. Oh, and then we're gonna fill this in. Okay, I guess I just forgot an E. Now we're gonna go over to all things books. TBRs, so we have the board game TBR. These are all of the books that we picked through that, and then I have my personal TBR. These are just some books that I have prepared for videos and stuff like that. And the habits tracker Here is my mood board for February, which we will talk about again here in a second. Basically, it's like a very lovey month, you know, it's Valentine's Day, so I have some like cute little relationship. I have like the lover vinyl, and then like some little Valentine's Day stuff, some fitness stuff as always, aesthetics, quotes that I feel like really resonate with me. Here are all of the habits. Again, we have the same habits. It's the ones that I like to track: workout, run, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, water intake, like all of that good stuff, which reminds me and you guys to sip this. Okay. And then something else that I decided to like wait to the end of the month to do is the physical TBR tracker. So progress for all of these. I wish that like, yeah, set as default. There we go. Look at me. I'm figuring stuff out like as we go. That is crazy. Okay, anyway. So all of these are haven't read, and then as I read them, I go, and that is like insane that I just like did that right there. Wow. Yeah, so that is what I went through and found the books that I read that had been sitting on my physical TBR this month, and I went ahead and changed them to read. So I think I'm going to try to figure out like if I can calculate like the percentage of read properties. Let me see. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so this tells me, and then by the end of the year I can do a percentage on that number. That's insane. That's literally insane, because complete right here is like reading / read, which is, you know, whatever. So that is literally insane. Then we have books bought in 2024. These are all of the books that I bought last month, and I keep track of the month that I bought them in and which ones were read and which ones are still sitting on the TBR. Moving on, and then we also have the series tracker. Completed what is published of Crescent City, and I completed the Shepherd King duology this month. So now that we've went through the Notion, now I am going to show you guys what I do when it comes up on a new month, content-wise. First thing that I always do, I take over my big calendar and, of course, my planner. So I take both of those things. First of all, we're done with January. We are in February. So basically what I do is I open up my Notion and I start looking at the video ideas that I've been putting out through the month into February, because what I've always kind of done and just started to do this year was that I would like think of video ideas and I would think like, I have to do it this very second, like this has to be done this month. Whereas now I have started to kind of like get these video ideas and then start putting them out into different months and like what month that I want to do that. That way I feel like that video can reach its full potential and I have plenty of time to execute the video the way I want it to and everything. So most of the time when I'm now going to a month, I have it planned to where I would have basically a lot of like the big video ideas that I want to do that month, you know, planned out. So then I look at the month and I think about, I know every single Sunday are vlog Sundays where I upload a week in my life, and then from there I go, you know, the beginning of the month is always like your TBRs, your monthly wrap-ups, and then from there I plan out when I'm going to film a reading vlog and I basically pencil that in. This week I'm filming this, and then I pencil in what days what videos should go up and like how I basically in a dream world would love for that month to look like. Now if you guys are asking if that month always looks that way, no, actually the month never looks that way. Like, so I always keep in the pencil mark everything in, and then I use pen to show like when I actually uploaded things or like when things actually got done, because I also think it's pretty interesting and neat to like see like what you planned the month to look like and then what it looked like, and how like mainly it's a reminder for me that, you know, like not everything's gonna go as according to plan, and that's okay, because like literally look, like everything worked out in the end. I do that in both this calendar, that way it like gives a visual representation. I also do it in the planner. I write down goals in the planner. I also plan out like when I want all the stuff done. Mainly I use my planner for like everyday type of thing. The other planner I have is my life planner, so that's like all of my personal things go into that planner. Also, my planners are Erin Condren planners. My brother got me them for Christmas, but I get a lot of questions about what my planners are. They're Erin Condren planners. Yeah, that is basically what I'm about to do. I'm about to spend some time and just look through my Notion, look through my video ideas, and then just start planning out kind of like what I want the month to look like. I grabbed all of my journaling supplies. I just printed off. These are all of the books that I read last month in January, if you want my thoughts. go see that. But right now I'm going to start working on the January analytics data. That's the same thing? No, just January data. And then the like pages where I basically, my idea is to cut all of these out and then do just kind of like glue them in all side by side and then like draw stars and then fill in how many stars they are. I don't know, I need to go look at my Pinterest, but I'm going to cut these out and then start doing that. Okay guys, I have used the crap out of this camera, but I thought I would show you guys. I just got done doing all of the inside stuff for this journal, so I thought I would show you guys what I did. So basically if you guys saw like the first page that I do this with, oh, this looks bad. But it's 2024 in books, and basically I just filled out, and see how I'm trying to space them out. This is what I was trying to say in the video. I wrote down just in random ones where the books are drawn, the title, and then I color code them. So this month, so for January it was blue, so we have blue going on. Oh, this is the 24 books to read in 2024. I actually did fill this one in because I did read House of Flame and Shadow last month. I filled in the graph chart and this little stat. I like checked off which ones I read for my January TBR. This is what I did for my January TBR last year. Did a little January wrap up thing, and then this is what my January reads looks like. So basically I just glued the picture, so these are 2 DNF. Then you'll see under I just filled in how many stars correlates with each read. I really like this, like to look at this. I like this too because at the end of every year I delete my Notion, and when you have like physical journals I can flip through these when I'm like 50. I don't know. Anyway, this is the title page to go into February. Thought it was super cute. I don't know, you guys may not think the same. And then I just did a February TBR page, so this is like what the board game picked for my TBR, and then this is like some books that I personally want to read. And then that is pretty much it for my reset. If you guys liked this video, let me know down below. That way I know to do it again next month. But if you guys liked it, also like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff you guys want to do. And now I am fully ready to take on February, and I'm all organized, ready to go. So thank you guys so much for participating in this with me, and I will see you guys when I see ya. Peace.